Today I'm going to make a little cute dog, and he's going to be holding a heart, so it's a handmade gift for Valentine's. As you know, Valentine's is approaching and I've got to make some stock for Valentine's, so these days I'm working on that. So it's going to be a really cute little dog, and I've just rolled some carded Corriedale wool, and it fells really well and really fast, as you can see. So I'm just shaping the head and rolled it into a ball, and I used my multi-tool to make a rounded shape. Now I'm just thinking where I'm going to put the eyes and the nose, so just making the marking. And I think we have to put the eyes in first, so they're covered with more wool and they don't look like they're popping out. So it's better to put them in the earlier stages. As I've mentioned earlier, that I'm self-taught needle felter, and I learn with each piece that I make, and when I'm making it I'm just not sure how it's going to turn out, and I try to make it better. So you'll learn with me. And just like we make a bunny, I'm gonna give it a muzzle. So I'm just felting 2 pieces of wool, and I'm going to join them together to make the mouth of the dog. You can always have a reference picture in front of you. I take inspiration from Pinterest, so there are loads and loads of pins that I've saved, and I always turn to that for inspiration. I'm just attaching 2 pieces I've lightly felted, so this is coming along well. As you can see, you can make the muzzle of the dog. You know where the eyes and the nose are going to be. At this stage it can turn into a bunny as well, I think. But I'm going to make it a dog, so I'm going to add more wool to the head later on, but right now I'm just getting the basic shape down. I've used plastic eyes. I think they are a bit larger than 5 mm. Going to glue the eyes in and put more wool around it. So now you can see that it's taking shape. Now I've taken a little piece of wool and I'm going to felt it down a bit and make a little mouth. So it goes just below, right near the chin, and then needle it down. Now I'm going to add more wool to the head because it looks really slim. Now I'm taking little strands of wool and I'm going to make eyelids, and just so they look like they are inside the head and not just stuck on. So I'm giving shape to the eyelids. just adding a little wool to the underlid as well, and I'm just going to keep felting it till I'm happy with the shape. And you have to shape the head as you go along as well, so it doesn't lose the roundness. So the idea is just to get it to the shape you really want. It takes time and patience and practice, I guess, because with practice you'll just notice the difference in your felts. I've been felting for more than a year now, and I can see the difference now. They become a bit more neater and easier to do. So everything gets easier with practice. I want my dog to be a bit more cheeky, and so I've taken some wool and I've just put it across the back, and I'm going to felt it down, and it will come down to its cheeks, around to its cheeks, sorry, and it will become a bit more chunkier. So it's easier to shape it while you're using the core wool. You can always use color as well, but I think it's easier with the core to shape the whole thing and then add color. Now I'm shaping the body just the same way as the head. And I'm going to form it up. It's always easier to keep adding wool to the size you want rather than just starting off with a big chunk, because you can't take off any wool while you're felted, but you can always add more and get to the desired size and shape of the thing you're making. So it's always better to gradually build it up with a little wool. Once you're happy with the firmness of the body, you can attach it to the head, and I've left a fluff at the bottom of the neck so it's easier to attach to the body, and just put it down, and I'm felting it all around and it gets attached to the body, and you can just felt down the extra wool. After I've attached the head, I think that the body needs a bit more roundness, so I'm adding more wool and giving it a bit fatter tummy now. So they look cuter with little bellies. So I've just added some more wool. Now I'm going to make the limbs, little pieces of wool for the arms and a little bit bigger for the thighs, and then for the feet or the paws, you have to shape them. So in this video I'm just shaping down the arm, and this is going to be the leg, and I'm keeping a round shape for the thigh, and then a little thinner for the leg, and then I'm going to attach the paw to it. So I'm just going to leave it a bit fluffy at the end, and I'm shaping the thigh that is rounded. Now this is the paw, and it's just round, and I'm going to make 3 toes with the needle first. And then I'm going to make little cuts so I can define the toes. And you can add more wool to it to make them rounded after you felted it down. So I'm just wrapping the toes with more wool, and I'm felting it down so they become neater, and you can't see the cut, you'll just see the rounded little toes. When you're happy with the shape, you can just take the smallest needle, that's size 42, and make things a bit neater. So now all the limbs are done, and I'm adding some little pink to the feet. And you can add more details if you want. I'm going to leave it at that. You can see here I'm trying to make them a bit finer, and just bend them a bit and felt them down so they will look like they're curled. Now I'm going to attach the leg to the foot, and just held it vertically, and I'm felting it down so it gets attached from all the sides. So you have to keep rotating your piece while you're felting, and then this part is going to go onto the body. I've used some pins to just determine where I have to put the limbs on, and they just as a guide. So I thought I'll just attach all the limbs, but I think I'll attach the hands after I do the colors on the body. So I'm attaching the legs first, and now I've taken some, I think it's ivory, the merino top, and I'm covering the belly with it. So now I'm going to give it color and details. I'm using the same ivory color on the nose and the cheeks, and then I'm going to use some brown. So I'm covering the muzzle and the nose with it, and a little bit for the mouth as well. you really have to spend some time and make them neater. And with a finer needle you can just keep felting till you get a smooth finish. I'm adding some ivory on the head as well, and then on the sides I'm going to add another color. I've taken some golden brown color, and it's a merino top again. It's really fine and very soft, so I'm using it to color my dog. Again, I think the head is too thin, so I'm going to felt down some merino top wool, and I'm going to make the sides of the face with it. So it's going to be a bit more chunkier because I wanted the head to be a bit bigger, but now I feel it's thinner on the sides, so it will look better after I've put down some more wool to it. Now I'm going to make the ears with the same wool and just fill down a line to guide me, and then I'm going to finish it off by folding it a bit inside from the edges, and when you're happy with the shape you can put it on the other part of the wool and make one with the same size. I was wondering why I've got 3 hands. Now I remember that's my daughter's hands and she was just touching me with the pins. So now I'm giving the sharp edges by using 2 coasters that I learned from Felts by Philippa. I've learned a lot from her, and her videos are always amazing to watch. So the dog needs a bigger butt, so I have had to add some more wool to it. Now I'm going to add more color to the body and the legs as well, so they're gonna go together, and then I'm going to attach the limbs, the arms to it. I have carefully wrapped around the wool, around the legs, and just making it neat so it seems like it has a brown leg. It takes hours to do this, and it seems really fast in the videos, but it really takes time. But you do enjoy the process. So I've covered the arms with some brown wool as well. Now I'm going to make the nose, and I've taken a little fluff of brown wool and rolled it into a ball. I'm going to felt it a bit, and then the rest of the shape will be on top of the head when I join it. Place it where I want it to be, and then I'm going to felt down and form the shape as I go along. It is a small part, so it's easier to shape it on top of the muzzle rather than making the whole nose and then attaching it. Now I'm attaching the arms to the body. You just have to put them in place and felt them down. And the ears. Just going to felt down the wool from the ears to the head. And now I've made it neat, and I've added some more wool just to cover the seams where the arms were attached to the back. So I've just covered it with some more wool so it looks neater. And now he's going to be holding the heart. You can see the heart videos on my channel. So there's a tutorial for hearts, and I'm using a watercolor marker just to add some shades. I'm felting down the part of the muzzle so the nose sticks out and gives more of shape of a dog's head. I feel that there has to be some more brown wool just underneath the eyes. So you can just keep adding details till you're happy with it. I'm cutting off some bits of wool that are sticking out and just making it a bit neat and tidy. I almost forgot the little tail, so I'm using a skewer and just rolling some wool on it, and I'm going to felt it down, make a little tail. Make it neat between your palms. I'm going to attach it to the bottom. So now our little dog is ready. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you liked, and do subscribe for more cute videos. Thank you very much.